What's going on YouTube? Today is Monday, June 20th, 2016. Just got off the phone with my dispatcher. Well, not my dispatcher, with somebody that work at the company. But a couple of things I want to talk about. Last week was not really a good week for me. And we're going to talk to y'all, tell y'all why it wasn't a good week and whose fault it is, and maybe play the blame game. My check is going to be between $300 and $600. So be looking for that low-ass paycheck on either Thursday or Friday of this week. Why I haven't put up any videos, I'm up here in PA, and to tell you the truth, it was hard for me to find a 4G signal over the weekend. It's mostly mountains. I don't get signal in West Virginia, some parts of Maryland, and some parts of PA. I don't have a signal. So how to cough, ain't that us? God. Oh well, have to go in there and make me some coffee again. The thing about my phone not having a signal, what I'm starting to notice is when my phone doesn't have a signal, the Qualcomm doesn't have a signal. And when the Qualcomm doesn't have a signal, and you're released on to interstate, you're gonna have a big problem, which is what I'm having right now. Apparently, I dropped my load off yesterday, and the way interstate works is, if you want to load, your Qualcomm gotta be working. You gotta put in your ETA and your PTA times, and basically what that is every time you drop a load off, you have to send in a message saying when you will be ready for your next load and how many hours you'll have available, and you gotta basically play trivia. That's basically what it is. You gotta try to figure out how many hours you're gonna have left on your clock tomorrow after you deliver the load. You gotta do a bunch of calculations, and just to figure out how many hours will be left over. But today, I just called because they just came to work. They're up in Washington, so it's 11:30 over here on the East Coast, and it is 8:30 over there towards California. They're on Pacific time zone. So I called in, and apparently I don't have a load because they never received my PTA time. Why didn't they receive my PTA time? I go look at the Qualcomm, go to the settings, check the damn signal, and the Qualcomm don't have a signal. So basically, I've been sitting here looking stupid ever since yesterday. Y'all know how I feel about these Qualcomms, but now it's starting to cost me money. It's not really cool, is it? But we working on it. So if you come to interstate, I'm just trying to give y'all the heads up. Your Qualcomm got to be working, and you might want to make sure that the messages you sent are actually being sent. Otherwise, you could be stuck looking stupid. But anyway, moving on. Why is last week's check $300 to $600? Who is it to blame for? Is it my fault? Is it Interstate's fault? Can we point the finger and play the blame game? Like most people that fail at least and does. Can we play the blame game? Let's take a look. We got the reports. We're gonna look from the 12th to the 18th. Profit and loss. Okay, so total revenue was only $2,075.62. My expenses was almost $1,500. Total profit $590.51. That's pretty much what my paycheck. Let me see what's missing out of this. Subtract offers and tolls. Well, basically, look. Replace office. Replace that with the truck note. Well, replace office and tolls with the truck note. And the only thing that'll come out of this is my insurance for the week. Okay. Yeah, that should be right. But like I said, my check is going to be between $300 and $600. Well, actually, maybe between $200 and $400 because I knew my check was going to be low. So I decided to go ahead and fuel my truck up before the end of Saturday. My gas light was on, diesel light was on, for y'all that don't understand what I'm talking about. And gas was diesel was a lot cheaper over in Indiana, and I was going to PA, so went on and filled the truck up over there for cheap, for the low. Cost me about $2.20, I believe. Not too sure, I don't remember. But I know over here it's about $2.50 plus. So, why was my check low? Let's take a look at it. As you can see, the revenue, $2,075.62. Remember those Kohl's loads? I know I did like 2 videos on it. I took 2 of these loads. Now, this is where the problem started, okay? They sent me the load. This is the rate confirmation I get, by the way. They sent me the load. I take a look at it. And I'm thinking, man, I can make $600 for about, let me see, Ohio to Indiana. That's about what, 200 something miles? About 200 to 300 miles. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, man, I can run this. That ain't nothing but what, about 5 hours worth of work, 4 to 5 hours. Or my truck, I can shoot, if I speed, I can get there real quick. You know, I pick up on the 13th between 9 and 10 a.m. It's a dropping hook. So, I mean, you know, all I got to do is drop it, and that's it. Well, see, the problem is, and by the way, it is dedicated, so they pretty much just running back and forth. The problem started with me not reading this and thinking about it closely. You notice I can pick up on the 13th between 9 a.m. and 10 a.m., but I can't deliver until midnight and 5 a.m. So if you think about let's think about the logbook. You know, you're gonna start your clock between 9 and 10 a.m., okay? But you're only driving about 4 hours. So let me see, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. You probably get to Indiana about, 2 p.m., 3 p.m., and then you're on a 10-hour break because you can't deliver until midnight to 5 a.m., okay? You can do an 8 and 2 split. Let's say you do an 8 and 2 split. Okay, 12 a.m. comes, it's midnight, you go deliver, which is why, I did the delivery at night. And the reason you gotta wait, that trailer that was in the door, you gotta wait for them to finish loading that trailer for the day. So basically, you gotta wait till the store closes so they can put the defected items and, things that's gotta go back to the warehouse. You gotta wait for the store to close so they can load that trailer so you can come at night and swap out, right? Okay, so you start your clock again at midnight. You come all the way back. It's only 4 hours, 4-hour drive, and you deliver. So basically, it took you, you drove on the 13th and the 14th. And now, don't forget now, when you come back to Kohl's, you already wasted about, 4 or 5 hours off your clock on that 14th. So you only got about, 6 hours left? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, you only got about 6 hours left. So, in my case, I held another Kohl's load because I was thinking in my head that I'm about to be baking. But guess what? Yeah, I got another Kohl's load. Up there's a catch. You can only pick up between 9 and 10 a.m. So let's say I got back at 5 a.m. I only had 6 hours on my clock, right? Okay, well, I thought I could go up there. Since I was early, I figured, okay, they're going to let me get the trailer early. Nope, they're telling me you're not authorized to take the trailer to 9 a.m. So what do? Now I'm sitting there, clock still rolling. 9 a.m. comes. I got about an hour left on the clock. I get the load, 10-hour break, okay? Which is no problem because I can't deliver until midnight. take the 10-hour break, take off. It's only a 3-4 hour drive. And the next case, I was going over to Kentucky. Okay, so I get down to Kentucky. I deliver at midnight. Come all the way back. In this case, I don't have to take a break because you know, I'm using the whole 4 o'clock. So I'm driving about 8 hours. Come all the way back, give them their trailer back. I'm thinking, you know, I made $1,000 for about 2 days worth of work. Or what, my fault, about $1,200 for about 2 days worth of work. But in actuality, I lost about maybe 4 days worth of work because I wasn't paying attention. First off, the second stop, I was delivering at the mall, and the instructions they had sent me was, you have to wait till the mall is closed because in order to get to the back of the store, you're gonna have to cut all the way through the parking lots to get to the back of the store. There's no truck route. You gotta basically, you know, drive all through the parking lots to get around to the back of the building. So, I mean, you would think that you can just drop and hook this trailer, but if you go during the daytime, how are you gonna get that giant truck through the parking lot? You know, it's a mall parking lot. Every single spot is full, so you're not finna just drive straight down the center aisle and think you're finna hit a hard left. And you know, you guys know what I'm talking about. But and another thing, I miscalculated. Now you notice I'm getting $600. Now what I thought was happening was I was taking a Kohl's trailer from Ohio to Indiana, and I was just delivering the load, and that was it. But when I got there, I didn't know I had to bring a trailer all the way back to the warehouse because they telling me, you know, it's only 200 miles, or well, it was somewhere between 200 and 300 miles, which it was. But when you factor in the fact that you gotta bring another trailer all the way back 200 to 300 miles, then turned into about, you know, 500 to 600 miles. You see what I'm saying? And they only paying $600. So that's about, I don't know, $1 a mile. And then after you subtract fuel, if you had to get fuel for this load, you're down to about 90, maybe 90 cents, you know. So whose fault was it? It was my fault. If I was paying more attention and thinking about how much time is lost, I shouldn't have took the loads. But I was thinking, you know, you pick up on the 13th, I pretty much pedal to the metal. I deliver right as soon as I get there, and come all the way back, and perhaps get another trailer and come back again. Y'all get the idea. But in reality, a 200-mile run that damn near took 24 hours. That's basically what it was. I mean, a 200-mile run. Think about it. I pick up at 9 a.m. and look at the delivery time. I can't come back until 5 a.m. So that's 24 hours of lost time. Well, 24 hours spent on a 200-mile run. It's only a 200-mile run. So, in other words, I was doing a lot of sitting, which if y'all been paying attention to the miles I've been doing, now I tell y'all I want to drive 11 hours and do these 4,000, 5,000 miles, but in reality, I'm basically back in a sleeper, playing on the laptop, watching movies, trying to figure out what's the next YouTube videos, watching other people on YouTube. That's basically what I'm doing. I'm basically not even putting in any work whatsoever because I got so many loads that requires almost no work to do, you know. In this case, this was pretty much just chilling the whole week, but I'm not getting paid to chill. So what can I learn from this? We're gonna pay attention to the pickup and delivery times, and we need to do some better calculations. So whose fault is it, class? It's my fault, okay? Ding, 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 ding. I thought I could just get it on and get it off in one day and rack up a whole bunch of money. So what did I do? What are we doing to fix it for this week, okay? Pretty much, as y'all can see, I figured, you know what? We can't do this. We can't do it again. We're gonna have to find a way to fix our issue. So what I did was I went in my wallet and I pulled out the secret card. Y'all know what the secret card is, right? It's, you got an inside person that works within the company. Remember, I met him on day one. Remember day one? I can believe that's day one video. Remember, we met the broker. You shoot the broker a message, and basically I told him, hey, just wondering if you got any loads for the weekend. This grossing $1,000. That's right. I need $1,000 plus. That's what I need. Nope, don't need nothing. I don't need none at $500, $600. I need $1,000. What you got for me? Within 250 miles. I'm willing to deadhead. Now, what you got though? You know what I'm saying? And basically, he told me, he got some preloads. It's 145 miles away, and it drops off in PA by the 20th, around midnight. Okay, but you can drop early, and he wasn't lying, because I did the damn load in one day. The problem is, like I said, I've been sitting here. Let me see. I picked that up. I actually picked it up on the 18th, I believe. I picked it up on what, Friday? Let me see, where we at? Picked it up on the 17th. Or did I pick it up on the 18th? This message was sent on the 17th. Let me see. Told him I'd be ready at 2 p.m. Okay, yeah, I know what it was. I was empty on the 17th, but I couldn't pick it up to the 18th because it was preloaded. A preloaded trailer. It wasn't scheduled to be preloaded until I believe 8 a.m. in the morning on Saturday. So I ended up picking it up on Saturday, and PA was, I believe, about 12 hours from where I was. So I ended up dropping it off yesterday on the 19th early in the morning, thinking that if I dropped it off by 5 a.m., I'm gonna have me another load, you know what I'm saying, ready to go. But I didn't know about this damn Qualcomm situation, so I was looking stupid, okay? And there's nobody to call on the weekend. Like I told you, I don't have access to a dispatcher, and it's not like night where they gonna shoot you some type of pre-plan. That ain't how it works. But as you can see, I started off this week with $1,000 for a one-day run, 1 day and an extra hour, I guess you could say. But so we got $1,000. Now, what are we doing to try to keep this going? Well, pretty much every time I send my PTA time on my Qualcomm, I'm just telling them, hey, you got any loads in the area that's paying $800 more, because that's what I need. $800 more. What you got? That's how we're gonna fix it, okay? And that is just a little update, Now, have you ever, if you failed in lease purchase or rent purchase or rent to own or whatever you call these programs, have you ever took the time to try to email somebody for help? Because if you haven't, maybe that's what you need to be doing. I mean, yeah, I need $1,000 plus. That's what I'm trying to get $7,000 this week. The shit ain't gonna happen, but I'm just trying to give you an idea. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to do. Keep forgetting I'm out of coffee. Back to the revenue screen. Back to the revenue screen. Now, one thing about this company, Interstate, is, you know how people tell you got to know the freight lanes and where freight is going, and what comes out of where, and where is it going, and when, where, why, how much, and all that. Well, over here at Interstate, you can forget about all them freight lanes. What you need to know is where on earth are their customers at, where they're located at, and how much they paying. That's all you need to know. And the only way you're gonna learn that is by actually coming over here and start hauling for their customers. That's the only way you're gonna learn. You can have 30, 80 years experience, and I mean, learning the freight lanes over here ain't gonna help you, because they only hauling for their customers. So I mean, I'm over in PA, I don't know, I never been up here, I don't know where their customers are at, because they not brokering freight out. They hauling for their customers. So they got preloaded trailers, everywhere you go. It's going to already be preloaded. It's not going to be a dock situation. You're not going to be getting live loaded or live unloaded. I think I only had one live load and one live unload since I've been working at this company. Otherwise, everything is dropping hook, preloads. Like I said, they're working off of their customers, and they got contracts with these customers. So find the customers, find the money. Where the customers at, they pay a lot of money for me. I know in Tennessee, which is of course where the terminal is and where I live, I know I can get about $2,000 going to Florida from Tennessee, picking up by my house. And that's the way it's always going to be, because that's how much that particular customer in that area is paying. They got 2 customers there, actually. They may even have more, but the customers I know of, that's how much they're paying. They had customers up in Indiana. What else was the customers that I know of? North Carolina. Now, down in Florida, good luck with that. Good luck with that. You won't catch me down now. If I do go down to Florida, depending on how deep it is, I may not go. I'm just telling y'all like it is. Telling y'all like it is. How is this program? It's working good for me. As y'all can see, total revenue was $8,761.12 so far. Expenses, wait a minute, something ain't right. Something is not right. Something is not right. That is not what I want to see. Hold on one second. I'm trying to get out of paying taxes. Y'all know how I am. I don't want to pay any taxes whatsoever. Don't mind the mileage rate right here is not accurate. Like I told you, I didn't put down my I didn't write my correct mileage for the truck, so that's why the numbers aren't accurate. Oh, okay, I know what it is. Per diem ain't in here. So total revenue was about $7,824. Total expenses, $4,886. We want to make it look like that we took a big loss in the company. So like I told you, expenses was damn near $5,000, whereas per diem at, to make it up. Per diem will bring that $5,000 up to like $10,000 in expenses. So I grossed in revenue, I brought about $8,000, but I got about $10,000 in expenses. So Uncle Sam, you know, I need him to cut me a check at the end of the year. I got to go now. Catch y'all when I figure out what we're gonna do next. Deuces.